It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jackson with it. They trail by 2. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Picked up by the Thunder.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Dennis Schroeder. His first effort off the mark. Griffin to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Schroeder. Collected by Drummond. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Paul to Schroeder. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Jackson with it. The lead is 2. Turns. Hops. And finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Pistons have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. Jackson with it. 10-4 is the score. Thunder have it. Paul. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Griffin to Luke Kennard. Picked up by the Thunder. Schroeder drains it.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Derrick Rose picked up by Paul. To Luke Kennard. Thunder have it. Dennis Schroeder. Off the mark. No good. Rose into the front court. 10-all is our score. And the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Paul, he was all over him. To Rose. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kennard. And a throwdown.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Rose against Chris Paul. Kicks it outside. Gallinari off the mark. Rose into the front court. It's 14-12. Down low for Griffin. Oh, he missed a short one there. Schroeder. Pistons clear the board.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Gets a look. Can't hit. First quarter in the books. The Pistons with the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
And Chris Paul, veteran move, well defended, still buries the three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Griffin to Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Paul with it up top. His team up by one. Beyond the arc for three. Knocked loose. Blake Griffin matched up with Steven Adams. Schroeder. Jackson with it. We're a minute into the second quarter. Down to Griffin. Big finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Rose into the front court. Leads just a point. Reggie Jackson. That's three now on 4 shots.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Paul. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
A couple of cracks at the line now. Reggie Jackson. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter.
To the line, shooting 2.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Paul. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Time to shuffle things up. Rose, here again Schroeder. Leaving no doubt, slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Swallowed up by Drummond. Pistons ball here.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
To Rose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. And that's rebounded by the Thunder.
Make that, baby. Make that.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Galloway against Adams. Knocked loose. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Second effort. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Paul. Fires the three. smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Derrick Rose scores at the rim.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. Not that time. Curling inside. Drummond. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Paul can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New personnel onto the floors. Dwayne Casey switches up his team. Reggie Jackson against Chris Paul. To Drummond. Can't miss those. Paul across the timeline. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. From long range, not that time, he misses. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. The possession in favor of Detroit. Count it.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Dennis Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Now 3 for 9.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Griffin. Off the iron. No good. 17-footer at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Pistons have the lead.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Jackson with it. Leads 3. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. For 3. Rebound to Detroit. To Reggie Jackson. Terrific vision. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Drummond. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
It's Detroit's ball, picked up by the Thunder. Steven Adams with the slam.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Paul to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's a chance from long range. The rookie, Gilgeous-Alexander, with the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Fires the 3, knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Knocked loose. Thunder have it. Andre Drummond sends it away.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lets it fly from long range. No good. Jackson with it. His guys down 3. has a chance. Reggie Jackson, not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Jackson. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. No back to that. Slams it home on the putback.
Let me actually teach you how to box out. You get in between the rim and your man, and you hit him, pushing him away from the basket. That's inexcusable for them to get a rebound off from this free throw.
That's me. Stop, bro.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Knocked loose. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Down low for Griffin. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade the black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Pistons have it, and Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Probing the defense. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Up 5 seconds. Griffin. Wide open look, won't go.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
Kennard to Griffin. Stuffs it down with authority. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Paul. Tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Galloway matched up with Steven Adams. Great pass to set it up. Runner here won't go. Beyond the arc for three. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. And a two for Blake Griffin. That's the end of the quarter. The Pistons with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin. Paul,
you never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Reggie Jackson. Here comes the screen. Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Trying to cash in. Derrick Rose. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Schroeder. Rebound pulled in by the Pistons. To Rose. Derrick Rose slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Time for some new personnel into the game. Gilgeous-Alexander to Schroeder. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Reggie Jackson matched up with Paul. To Schroeder. Fires the three. Not going down here. Paul. 4-3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Like a smooth operator, Dwayne Casey will make some moves right now. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul. From long range. He engulfed him that time. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Knocked loose. Galloway against Chris Paul. Adams. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's not his range. It's no good. Drummond. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. To Drummond. Rose. And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Blake Griffin at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 68%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Paul to Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
One of the most understated things a player can do for himself after having a poor first half performance, spending some time alone and saying positive words of affirmation. I like that you did that. Now you're on your way.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? In this game, it's probably time you start buckling down.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Here's a chance from long range. He drills the three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Luke Kennard against Schroeder. And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And Dennis Schroeder hits from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Here we go. I got him.
That misses with a second to go. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.